Hello, and welcome to another edition of my 5D Secret Garden, where not only can we keep a secret, but we are the best kept secret on YouTube, and my numbers will guaranteedly back that up because nobody's saying it. But don't worry, if you are in for a very big secret. So consider yourself very lucky. So I'm going to do a read. This is going to be for you. You know, I'm going to do a read for you people. Not going to talk about myself. I already know what's going on with me. You understand? I already know how to defeat my people. All I got to do is starve them. I don't care what they do no more. There's nothing they could do, and that's the way you guys got to be. They got to get to that point where there's nothing they can do to make you feel a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? You have to just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Take whoever you want. You can't phase me no more. Okay? And once you get into that energy, then they can't do nothing. So let's see what's going on in your energy over here. Let's see what the primary energy is over here for you people. And that is 5 of Swords in reverse. So that tells me that desire to reconcile, making amends, desire to forgive, you know, whatever past resentments being lifted. So I would have to say that this would be your DM or divine counterpart, whoever, you know, whatever you call them, getting to that point. So I did say it is counterpart season. So you must understand that reunions are going to be happening, because if they have a desire to reunite, hey, whatever. So, but you have to see where their head is when they come. All right? You know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen. Your intuition will tell you everything you need to know, though. So, remember that. And remember, you are a 9 of Cups. You are a wish come true. Okay? So, there ain't nothing nobody else is going to tell you. If this person has possibly can bring the Ace of Cups and you live a nice harmonious relationship, hey, awesome. That's what my goal is for everybody to have, okay? But you still have to get to that point where you don't care if it happens. Whatever. If it don't happen, it don't happen. It don't make a difference no more. You got to get to that point. You got to remember who you are. These people need your energy, okay? You don't need their energy. They need your energy. Remember that. So why would you want to chase somebody who needs your energy? Let them chase you. Let them wait. Look, this card's just Wheel of Fortune is stuck there. But we'll take it, because why not? That's what you're going to get. Because you keep doing the right thing. You keep ended up, taking care of yourself. You still got to that point where you never gave up. You never got bitter. You still got hope. You still got optimism. So you deserve this Wheel of Fortune. So that's a good start. You got 5 of Swords. You got a person here who's desiring to reconcile with you, make amends, desire to forgive, and then you got the Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good karma, the end of cycles, so destiny. So things are looking good for you so far. I wish things were this good for me. You know what I mean? I wish they were. It's just black tourmaline, block. It's, wizards, old magicians in the old days used to carry a nice piece of black tourmaline to ward off demons. Remember that? Little help there. We got a little black tourmaline to ward off whatever demons try to get involved with this video. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe their demons are stopping me from getting views. It's okay. They've been trying to hold me back, not be seen for so many years. That don't make a difference, because eventually the right people will see you and us, and we will break free. Because remember, this is about you, not me. It's about you. That is why it's called YouTube. Okay? So whatever is going on in your DMs area is only going to be lovers in reverse energy. So this 5 of Swords will show, in reverse will show that there is nothing but disharmony, imbalance, misalignment, suffering over on your DM side, your divine counterpart side, okay? This is what's causing them to have the desire to reconcile. So they're probably around whatever third party, and they're like miserable faced. You know what I mean? Like people are looking at them, they're like withdrawn, they're like, they don't even say much. They just, people know, and people know what's going on. So they're like, oh man, what's going on? Like they that makes them madder because they're like, I know they miss that. I know they miss you. I know that they miss I know they miss you, the viewer. I know they miss the DF. And this gets these people rattled. This gets this karmic energy rattled because they were so used to making themselves seem like they were the desirables and you were undesirable. So the way I look at that is that's bullshit, because you were always the one they wanted to be. You're the one who they stole their energy, and then they want to make it like you're the undesirable with their energy that they're trying to swap with you, while systematically trying to destroy your divine feminine at the same time. I mean, your divine masculine at the same time, your divine counterpart. So this person sees that whatever they did, whatever stronghold they had over our counterpart, whatever promises, that don't mean nothing to this person no more. They have a desire to reconcile because they see the wheel of fortune in your energy. They see that. So of course they're going to come back. Now we got to see now, okay, are they coming back for the right reasons? This lovers in reverse energy, they're coming out of that. I mean, doesn't mean I want to reconcile with you. Doesn't mean you're ready. Doesn't mean that they're ready. Your DMs, your divine counterpart, just because they want to reconcile, they may need to heal more. You'll know. God won't let them near you anyway, so it don't make a difference. They're not going to come in there and like mess everything up for us. It's not going to happen, because Three of Wands in reverse, because they've been playing it small. Your divine counterpart has been playing it small. They've been not planning. They had no foresight, because if they had a foresight of the situation, do you think they would have let this roll out? No, they thought that they were going to get what these people promised them at our expense, okay? So that's why there's unexpected delays, and there's, whatever it says, obstacles to whatever long-term goals these people had. So that is why they're in the lovers in reverse energy. That's why there's no love where these people are. That's why people are looking at your counterpart and they're saying, I know they want to get back. They're actually talking themselves into believing that you are with your counterpart right now. They do not know, because they see just how depressed they are, that they're actually accusing your counterpart right now of being like wanting to be with you. You know what I mean? I know why you're upset. It's because of DF. It's because of you, the viewer. Because I know it's because of them. I know it. And then these people are just like, it makes them actually want you more, to be honest with you. So by them doing that, it's just like you're projecting that, making them want that. So they're actually helping you. So thank you. Okay, and the moon on the bottom of the deck. So whatever illusions these people created to, get this DM stuck in this stuck energy, with this lack of playing small promises, and, oh, do this to DF, and we'll get you this, we'll make you, famous, we'll make you a news anchor, we'll make you, rich, famous, everybody will love you, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, thanks. But, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, nothing came of that, and you got the wheel of fortune. So, isn't it ironic, don't you think? A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think. So, it is what it is. That's the way we always knew it was going to happen. We, as DFs, you knew that you were always going to come through on this, because if you didn't, you wouldn't still be trying. You still wouldn't be working hard. You still wouldn't be taking care of yourself. You still wouldn't be looking to grow. And you still wouldn't be watching these videos if you didn't want this. So, hey, you always knew it. You always knew it was going to happen. Just have to get to that point where it's like, whatever. If it happened, you know it's going to happen, okay? Just you don't know when. But you have to get to the point where, all right, I know it's going to happen, and whenever. It's going to happen whenever. So, but I don't care when it happens. But in the meantime, enjoy yourselves. Hang out with people. Do things. Make yourself available, okay? If you want to have to get into another relationship, get into another relationship. This person's going to see, this counterpart, they already know your energy. They see your energy right now. They're like, okay, DF does not care now. DF does not give a fuck. Okay, I could tell exactly how they're acting. It's just, I get it. You know what I mean? So that's why we took the energy back from this thing. Our energy was what's fueling whatever third party relationship this was. Okay, so us taking our energy back took out the sails from underneath this boat. You know what I mean? So they are they're at a standstill. They had to call the Coast Guard in to come get them. That's how stuck these bitches are. So, you know, it is what it is. And I don't even think the Coast Guard could help them out of this. That's how far stuck they are. That's how far gone. But you're in the Wheel of Fortune. So, all good things. All good things. So, let's see what else we got here. So, what's going to come of you with this Wheel of Fortune? What are any challenges that may come along that lines? Nope, no problem. Six of Pentacles. So this is going to be a giving energy, okay? So it could be either you giving, your counterpart giving, or a high-level soulmate. Somebody is coming in to give you something, okay? Now, it's an offer. It could be love. It could be money. It could be anything. It's just somebody being generous with you because they know you are a good person. They know that everything you do is right, the right thing. You go out of your way to help people. You're not a sucker, though, but you were always willing to help. And you always know when, you know, to withdraw your energy, when to walk away. That's what you have to know. You have to know when to walk away. Because when you walk away from things that are not serve your highest, you know, potential, then what's meant for you then makes room for what's meant for you to come find you. And this is what this is, the Six of Pentacles. So, look, and then we got the Devil under the deck, still trying to sneak around, still trying to, you know, get involved with this. Watching us right now saying, oh, man, I don't want these people knowing what to do here. Why is this DF telling them stuff? Why are these people, you know, they're going to all get stronger, you know, because once the energy, it becomes contagious. So real DFs will find it and find this energy, and they'll get to the point and they'll say, you know, you'll become magnetic. You'll know how to carry your energy. You'll get to that point where you're like, I don't give a fuck what you do, DM. Okay, you're real at the end of the day. Who the fuck are you? You tell them, who the fuck are you? Okay, because they're nobody. All they are is some idiot that got tricked by, you know, a demon. That's all it is. So you do not tell us anything. We tell you what the fuck to do now. Okay, so if we want you to chase us around for a little bit, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to chase. And you're going to have to go find out how it feels to know, you know, to appreciate what we really are. And that's a Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles. You know, you could be staying this lover as energy. We don't care, okay? See, now, they still need our energy to care about this. If we still cared, say I was like, oh my God, like, or say you, we're like, oh my gosh, miss so-and-so, I miss Divine Counterpart so much, oh, blah, 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 I can't wait till they come. By you doing that, only is delaying it. You got to get to the point and say, whatever, look, they're over there in this lover's reverse energy with some witch that tricked them. You know what I mean? They listened to Emperor reverses who never cared about them. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we jealous of? That's what they wanted. This is what this Queen of Wands and reverses, these whores. That's what you are. These whores wanted us to be jealous of them. These are the witches. They're the ones who, and this could be male people also. These are, you know, warlock witches still in this Queen of Wands and reverse energy that whore themselves out for money, that will do anything for attention. They'll let themselves be abused. You know what I'm saying? These are just people that got a lot of issues, you know what I mean? But they're not looking at it. They're trying to project those issues on other people, like Divine Feminine. So they're trying to project their issues onto us. But the facts are is that now Divine Counterpart could see you for what you are. They say, wow, you're not what these people said. You're not what they said. They're going to watch you. They're going to see you. They're going to say, wow, they're not going to go away. And then they're going to see what this, you know, fake person is, this false flame is. They're going to tell you, they're going to say, this ain't what I want. You know, and then they're going to see us over there, you over there in the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, somebody being giving to you, being generous with you. and they're going to say, oh, that's my person. Oh, but then that's when they're going to start chasing you, and then you're just going to be like, listen, we gave you a chance. You know, how many chances did we give you? And you just stayed over there. You stayed with this person because you were scared. Well, guess what? We're going to go have a little fun now. It's our turn to have fun. Okay? You could go deal with all the bullshit and come chase us. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll talk to you and give you a shot if we see the right amount of, you know, work being done on yourself. Other than that, you could stay over here in your lovers and reverse energy. You know what I mean? You could do whatever you want. You could play it small over here and then just think about, you know, being with us. That's all it comes down to. You're just desiring to reconcile right now. But what are you doing? That's what we're going to find out. What are they doing? What are you doing? That's the question. Why would we want you back anyway? 7 of Cups in the upright. Because, you know, you could look at that as wishful thinkings. Opportunities may come of this by reuniting with your counterpart. There is, you know, you could search for what purpose you both have together, because you're supposed to be with your counterpart. So I'm not going to tell you not to be with your counterpart. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, dude, screw them. No, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that, listen, they know what you're all about now. Let them come chase you, which they will, because you have the energy. Okay, I have the energy now. So they know that. So I'm taking my energy. You are taking your energy back from the DM. It's yours now. Now, that was always your energy, because you're the creator. Create, DFs, you create, okay? So this person now has nothing. That's why they're in this lovers and reverse energy. That's why they're desiring to reconcile with you, because you stopped giving them energy. Because it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter. Listen, they could tell me whatever. At one time, they would try to get me with this. They would, this is an example for myself. They would try to get me with these thoughts of them being in all these sexual relationships and being a whore and, you know, laughing, like just stuff like that. So that would get in my head, and that was a big fear of mine, to the point where I was like, I would think about that, and I would cringe, but I couldn't stop feeling like that. And then, I don't know, eventually I just got to that point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck what these people do. What am I worried about? Look at what you're doing. Look how better, maybe not financially, but look how much better of a person you are than this person. You know what I'm saying? You got this person who will do anything for money. This is your DM, your divine counterpart. Willing to do anything for money, willing to sacrifice you, willing to be tricked by witches, listen to call the Emperor in reverses, and then actually go against you, and then have the nerve, the desire to reconcile now. Oh, now we know what you are now. Well, so how are we as people supposed to say, okay, come on now, come on over. Even though I'm in this generous relationship with this high-level soulmate, why would I want this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just because you're my counterpart, I may think that may have passed. There's going to be times for certain people that ship has sailed, you know, and you just got to get to that point where you're like, this ship has sailed. And then you just move on, and then you forget about this person. Because remember, you don't love this person. You love the energy of this person. You love the divine masculine energy, okay? So you've seen this in this person, and that is what drew you in. Okay, that is why you originally were drawn to this person. So by doing that, that person activated you to where you were like, oh, all right, I know they're my person. I know they're my, you know what I mean? Because of you being a DF, being intuitive, and just, you know, you were activated. Whatever it happened, you were activated by this person. And to become the best version of yourself. They are the reason why you're the best version of yourself. So the least we can do for them is make them the best version of themselves. And how are we going to do that? It's by making them sweat. Listen, we're over here now with the high level say, we'll talk to you later, all right? See you later. Let us know when everything, you know, clears up over there. We'll talk to you, though. We're going to go to the casino a little bit today. We're going to go to the beach. We got our, you know, high level soulmate with us. We're going to have a nice time today, okay? It's a nice day. It's going to be good. You know, DM, do yourself a favor. Clear up whatever lover's energy, whatever bullshit you got going on over here. And then maybe just maybe, we'll talk to you. Because listen, you know we're in the Wheel of Fortune energy. It's all over YouTube. Look at anything. Wheel of Fortune energy is in the DF's energy. You are in the Wheel of Fortune energy. You're around somebody that's being generous with you right now. Okay? It's somebody that cares about you. Somebody that sees your value. Unlike your DM. Okay? Who didn't want to see your value. They actually wanted to see you suffer. Okay? Because of witches and warlocks and other undesirables, emperor reverses. So we do see that point of that you were manipulated, and that if that wasn't the case and we just had a bunch of supportive, or you had a bunch of supportive people around you, that you would, this wouldn't be this way. So because you did see something in them, this divine masculine energy that made you originally drawn to this person. You know what I mean? There is something in that person that you loved more than anything in this world. So yes, we do keep that into account. All right. So take that into account with this person. We are willing to give them not a pass, but we are willing to give them a curve on here where it's like a learning curve. So it's like, okay, we get it. Because, as DFs, we were tricked originally. We are Eve energy. You are Eve energy. That's what you are. And that's why Divine Feminine has been held down, because that snake tricking us set this whole thing in motion. So by us allowing ourselves to get tricked, we had to literally go through hell and back, and we came back. We're here, and we took all the demons. We defeated all the demons, and we sent the devil back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. So, yeah, we made up for what we did. Okay, so DM, you tell your DM it's time for you to make up for what you did now. Okay, we made up for our mistakes. It's the facts. You made up for your mistakes. Now it's time for the DM to take some accountability and make up for these mistakes. And just maybe, there could be a reunion. But if there's not any, if we don't seek the correct healing, if you don't see the correct healing in this DM, I suggest to you to walk away and tell them to come back when they're better. Because this is not going to work. You are not going to let yourself be put into a karmic situation, especially when you have a generous, high-level soulmate wanting to give to you while you're in the Wheel of Fortune. You don't need this person. Remember, the DM needs you, DF. You do not need them. They need your energy because you are the creator. You are the one that manifests all this. You're the one who manifests the ending of this. I am the one who manifests the ending to that. Okay? You just got to tell yourself that. It's all about affirmations. It's about protection. I would always suggest having some, crystal work or, anything like that. I wear the bracelets a lot. So that's something I would suggest. So what I'm going to do now with this channel is, instead of making it about me, I'm going to make it about you and how to get you to where you got to be. Because I know what needs to be done. Okay? I know how to manipulate this energy now. Okay? I understand what they needed. They needed us wanting, chasing, giving our energy, allowing projections, not protecting ourselves. And that was how they were able to steal our energy and create whatever bullshit they wanted with them. Because people say, how did they take our energy and create with it? Trust me, we're creators. We just didn't know it. Because you're not supposed to. It's designed so we don't know it. It's designed for you, the viewer, to not know it. Okay? Because I didn't know it. I said, what the fuck? What I want my energy? What is this energy? I thought energy was like, electricity or something, or like solar energy or something. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Then I'm seeing the people, the suspects who I would have suspected of doing it, and their lives are all perfect. Okay, probably the people around you that took it, all their lives are perfect, and you're the black sheep. You're the one who's always depressed. There's always a problem. There's always this. You're just not. You don't get along with these people. Blah blah blah. And it's like, but you're just stuck. Like you're just like, it's your family, it's your friends, it's your work, it's just something. And it's just like, it's always you that's going through it. So that's how you could figure that these people were projecting onto you while taking your energy and building whatever they were building, whatever lives they built off it, and telling other people about it too. Oh, guess how you could get what you want? You see DF over there? All you gotta do is this. I'll show you how. So there were people, and we know who it is, that was the one who was teaching people how to do this. Okay? But what they didn't teach these people for was what happens when the DF takes their energy back. Because they thought DF was too stupid. They thought you were too stupid to ever figure out how to take your energy back. They thought you were too stupid to figure out how to protect yourself. They thought you were too desperate to ever allow somebody else to come, love you because of how stuck they expected you to be on your divine counterpart. They knew that's our Adam, and then they went and they tried to corrupt that person, knowing that it was going to hurt us. So everything these people have done is designed to hurt you and take your energy, DF, okay? But when you get to the point where you don't give a fuck and take your energy back, like, I don't give a fuck what you do. I call back my energy, I call back my power. Same thing you gotta do. I call back my energy from you, and I call back all my power. Whatever, I do not give you consent to take our energy. That's all you gotta say, okay? Protect yourself continually, clear your energy, cleanse yourself. I'll give you a lot of tips, but for right now, this is what I'm gonna do. If you like what I'm doing, cool. If you don't, it is what it is, brother. So I know that my other videos before this were a little different, so I'm trying to do a different type of format where it's like I'm helping you, okay? So I already know what to do. And I don't give a fuck what happens over here, because I see this person's in a lovers and reverse energy, desiring to reconcile with us. So do you think we care? Okay, good. That's good. We're happy that. But listen, we're going to go in the Wheel of Fortune, and we're going to be at the beach with our high-level soulmate today. So have a great day, and see you later.